Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum is also dropping further here in line with my primary expectations, especially today here already back to 2,500. In the last video I already showed you here, we've been talking about this descending or downtrend anyway here, and that the last leg of that correction is still coming here, that wave 5. Yeah, we might be already in that wave 5. It's not guaranteed though, and that would be the last leg that will push us back into this target area here that we've been talking about since November. Very importantly, we've already reached the target area. Therefore, as per the Elliott Wave rules, the minimum requirements for a correction have been completed, and at any point in time Ethereum could start to go to new all-time highs, because the minimum requirements have been fulfilled, which doesn't mean that the correction has to be over. It just means it can be over, until now, until we reach that blue target range for the first time. I always told you we have to get lower, and now we are basically in a state where I say, right, the correction could be over, but at the moment I cannot see any bullish signs yet. Therefore, in my view, the correction isn't over yet, but we have to pay very close attention now to the chart, not to miss any bullish signals here. But at the moment though, can't see them really yet. We talked in the previous video about this trend continuation pattern, this large triangle which was forming here, but because we came from above, a trend continuation pattern would suggest a further move to the downside, and that is exactly what has happened here. At least it's looking like it at the moment. So this is a large triangle, we talked about that, and what Ethereum did, it seems to have broken out to the downside of that triangle, did a retest of that support level here, former support and now resistance. That was at 2,620, and as it was retested, it is dropping now quite strongly. It might even make a lower low here, currently support at 2,510, but the next goal or next target would be here at 2,380 fib level. That is the which one is that? 78.6% fib level at $2,380. Primary expectation for me where the price could be landing would be the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level, that is at $2,060. From here, that would be another 20% drop. To be honest, it might even have to come a bit lower, because for Bitcoin I expect actually a 20 to 30% sell-off. So Ethereum would normally sell off a little bit more because it's a bit more volatile. So in the worst case, we could even get down here to $1,700. That would be a 32% sell-off. That would be the beginning of that larger wave in which we are. And as I said, at the moment, just can't see. We are without a doubt in a downtrend, and I cannot see any bullish signs here. Yes, it is sort of flattening out, but it just broke to the downside of that triangle. Maybe it's a fake out. We need to pay close attention to it. But the fact is, we are moving closer again to that target area here. We are still below the 50-day moving average, which is currently located at around $2,830. We had a death cross that happened here in end of January, and we are now on the 4-hour chart. But let's go to the daily chart. Here on the daily chart, there is on the RSI still further room for further downside potential. It's currently sitting at 40. The MACD looks similar to Bitcoin, also bearish crossover here. All of that adds up and makes me believe that we haven't seen the worst here yet. And very importantly, on the weekly chart as well, the RSI is heading further down, and also here is further downside potential. And very importantly is the MACD on the monthly, because you have a huge red bar here on the monthly MACD, and the MACD line is very, very high on the monthly. That scares me a little bit, because if this really plays out and the MACD cannot turn again, that would then really indicate a lot of downside potential. And should Ethereum break below $1,700, then you're talking about possibly a $1,000 Ethereum again. That is where it could then land, maybe even a bit lower. Now, I don't really want to talk about that scenario because it is for me very unlikely, but we have to talk about the possibility that it will happen, because the $1,700 level is for me a very critical level, a very critical mark below which the price should not fall, okay? But ideally, in the current scenario, the price can drop all the way down to $1,700, and from there, at the latest, we should see the turnaround back to the upside, and the price could then reach at least $6,800 to $8,000, and in a very, very good scenario, even $10,000. So that is quite interesting. But at the moment, we cannot see here that the price is turning around. And if I go back to the 1-day chart, you can see we don't really have the selling volume, yeah, to move further down, but in the end we don't really need that much red volume because we are in a downtrend basically. Would be more important here to the upside, but also on the 4-hour chart there is further scope here on the RSI to drop a little bit lower. The MACD, yeah, moving sideways in the red. All of that confirms there is further downside potential still on Ethereum, and I have to talk about it because it is what I see in the charts and it is what happens. Yeah. The end of the correction, yeah, if we assume another 20 or 30% sell-off for Ethereum, all of that will not happen within a few days, in my view. Yeah, I mean, there could always be a sort of disaster, which is then pushing the price lower. Yeah, which accelerates all of that here. But normally, what you see is the price come down, and you see first of all a recovery. Pretty much what we saw here as well after we came down to 2,180. Yeah, that was here end of January. You saw quite a strong recovery where people then thought the correction was already over. Here 50% upside potential that was there. On this channel I said it could be over because we reached the target area, but my primary expectation remained further downside potential, especially because of the structure, which in my view did not support new all-time highs. Now that is my view here on Ethereum. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Please also leave a comment for the algorithm. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership, where you can get access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, and also a weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.